Yes.
Good evening, all the people of the world, my beloved Philippines, from Mindanao, Visayas to Luzon, to all the leaders of the world, especially the President of the Philippines, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, the leaders of the ASEAN nations, and to the MILF, the MNLF, the BIFM chairman, who are now listening to me, and to all the combatants all over the mountains that had attended yesterday the gathering, the declaration of the King and Queen of the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo. I thank all the sultans all over Sulu archipelago for doing their job in helping me in consolidating the people of Mindanao to be in harmony with the people of Visayas and Luzon, and to be a very good and productive citizens of our country, the Philippines. I am for unification. I do not want wars. I do not want chaos, because I love peace. I love that everyone would embrace another, regardless of religion, regardless of beliefs, regardless of the status you are in. I am here now in the foreign lands, but still I am with you, because I believe in my mission that I am for my people. I know the world has been watching me from the day I started my mission in September 9, 2009, of which I always say that I coded it as 999, wherein you know pretty well that we need someone, we need a leader to lead the people of Mindanao, Sulu up to Palawan, but I am not doing such kind of disintegration, because I had been fighting that Mindanao is still part of the Philippines. I thank the military officials. The Intel group yesterday participated at Evil Group with our chairman of the National Liberation Front of Southern Philippines, Sharif Muhammad Abu Bakar. I have received reports just now, a while ago, that even the military that went there to check on us was happy, because they finally knew that we are doing the legitimate way, the pattern to unify Mindanao, to unify our poor people, to give them hope that soon enough they will also enjoy the peaceful life, the peaceful territory, and the hope that we can develop Mindanao, wherein they could live already accordingly to the life that we want them to be as the human beings, away from the gadgets that our beloved leaders in the politics doing to them. I appeal to the people in politics, especially the local people, the barangay captains. You know pretty well how our lives in Mindanao, we have been suffering hunger, poverty. All of this is not unknown to the world. It is witnessed by the world that we are always in the limelight of the media. But it is a different story that sometimes they carry the different publicity that destroy our image in Mindanao, in Sulu, in Basilan, in Tawi-Tawi, in Palawan, especially in Maguindanao, where in the eye of the oil, Likwasan Mars is situated. Yesterday is another momentous event in the life of the King and Queen of Sulu and North Borneo. As I told you, people in the high places, My recognition is from the grassroots. My power lies in the people. My poor people who believes in me that I can do many things for them, especially for their future, for their children's children's future, for them to live in harmony with the rich, to live in the light of having their basic rights given to them, the right to live, the right to housing, the right to have their basic needs be given to them, especially the rights to have food on the table 3 times a day. Now you see, you have witnessed that there are some leaders traveled 4 days, 4 nights, even a week, just to go to the 9 stations I created together with the Sultan. So the station 1 has already made their publicity throughout the world by posting it in the internet, in my Facebook, in the YouTube, in the multimedia, that they could also be heard by the people of the world. I appeal to you, our President of the Philippines, Benigno Simeon Aquino III. I have been with you. I have been trying to coordinate with you since August 26, 2010. My first letter appealing to you as the Queen that I need at least 5 billion pesos to help me fix Mindanao. I never asked for more because I know how to thrift the money. I know how to make money do something for the poor. But I am sorry to tell you that I feel so sad that up to now, you never adhered to my call. But yet I can prove to the world that even if you did not help me, you rich people of the Philippines that used the money of the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo, you know that I have been appealing to you, all the banks that holds the money of the Sultan. You know pretty well that I have been sending communications to you, and to you, my brother, Governor Armando Titanco Jr., the governor of the Central Bank of the Philippines. You know that I had been there in Central Bank in 2011, redeeming the 617,500 metric tons of gold that deposit inside the Central Bank, the property owned by the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo, ranging from 11th century. That is the money of the poor Sultan that has been killed in 1936, Sultan Jamalul Kiram II, the owner, the representative, the last monarch that you killed. I do not want to be exploring into the hatred, into the people that had made our Sulu Sultanate, ruined by them, destroyed by them. You people in the high places, from 1936, the politicians installed by my grandfathers, by our grandfathers, Tunku Abdul Rahman. That's why in 1963, they signed the Mafilindo Agreement. That is the one that you covered. In 1950, April, you had also covered another significant documents, the Article 42, that states that the owner of the sovereignty is the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo, and that the Philippine government, the Philippine president, has the right and authority to conduct a negotiation with the Queen of England, of the ASEAN, when the time comes that the true heirs and successors to the thrones come out. We are here already now. Raja Muhammad Qamar Mamay Hassan Abdul Raja is the grandson of Tunku Abdul Rahman, known as Hussein Kamaluddin, known as Muhammad Kamaluddin of Sulu. So I am here appealing to you, Malaysian government, again and again. There must be no war, because we always find a way to communicate with you. Now I appeal to the propagator of the framework agreement. You have been signing treaties, but you have no more authority since September 16, 2013. We know that the owner of the Sulu archipelago is the grandfather of Raja Mamay, the father of the mother. Inshi Jahara Hasan Pasang. The Sabah government, especially Safi Abdal, all of you, you know pretty well who is Raja Anang Hasan Pasang. He is the grandfather of our beloved Raja Mamay. At least this time I'm trying myself to let it clearly be presented throughout the world that it is time that you have to see, look beyond the history that has been distorted, that has been adulterated, that has been covered, that has been used and abused for the sake of the vested interest of our people in the high places of the political government. As we say, we are not politicians, but we love the people because they are also part of the political government. But I do not like the leaders of the political people to use the poor people as their gadget for them to win in the elections. That's why I had been telling you a long time ago that there was no more a good elections, as even Raja Mamay said. There was never a clean election because all has been bought for them to win. All the rights, the basic rights, for the Bill of Rights of the people is always being bought now. There is no such again that they have to respect the right of the people. So for me, I know that from the day that I started this mission in 999, or we say, in the business time, in August 26, 2009, up to this moment in time, I beg you, I had been doing the resolution, you had been doing the destruction. I had been doing the pattern, you deride on my movement, but you still the way I move because you want to do your own. But sad to say again, you always come back to the basic truth that no matter what, I could even charge you of plagiarism because I know even the wordings, the verbiage that you are using, trying to get all the documentary books, the documents that I have in putting peace, order in Mindanao, Sulu, Palawan, up to Sabah. As we say, in 999, at least the union between me and Raja Mamay made this mission the basis for us to move on. That's why in 10/10/10, in October 10, 2010, I declared throughout the world the existence of the true heir and successors together with me, Raja Muhammad Gamar Mamay, Hassan Abdul Rajak, of which I have already communicated throughout the world to all the governments that, hey, the grandson is alive. Not the same report that the stealer, the claimant Sultan, has been propagating together with the 490 Mabini Hall, Malacanang Palace, that the grandson is categorized as one of the claimants. Be shameful because you have not seen the beauty and the difference of being an heir and successor, the direct lineage of Raja Anang Hasan Pasang and Tunko Abdurrahman, of which he is just here with me in front of you, alive and kicking. Bringing him inside the war zone with me is already a dangerous game. But I have not failed because the warrior, Sultan Pandala Pasandalan, the guardian of the eye of the oil, is the one who gave me that authority of the oil field to be administered together with his son, now Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan, the recognized by the Ampatuan, by the Matalams, by the Lumendas, by all the bloods, the strong bloods of Maguindanao, now recognize my brother, Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan, together with the strong fold of the armed forces, the armed group of the MILF, left behind to me by Kakaadan, the 106th Brigade and the 105th Brigade, and I have the 70% of the MILF group. That's why I could thereby say that I hold the truth. That's why I am stopping the framework agreement, because you know pretty well that the document you have used, the blood compact that I have made in October 2010, is still standing out, because that is the first step. I made the unification among the armed groups struggling to have their domain be restored in Mindanao. So I have well represented that, the MILF, MNLF, Abu Sayyaf, NPA, the private entities of the blood, the Pendaton. So all of those has been used by you. So please, I know pretty well that even Malaysia questioned you that. And I was told, I was asked, if who initiated the blood compact, and I told Malaysia that I initiated the blood compact. So therefore, in 2011, in November 11, I declared Dragon Age, wherein I am so happy that I have a proof that our ancestors himself manifested to one of my guests, proving that my nene in China, Emperor Lang Qianlong, is with me. So all those that go into China, finding the roots, representing the Kirabs, please be aware that even our dragon family, that 351 years old, is aware, because I have spoken to the representative in 2012 in Hong Kong. So I'm sure if you destroy us, the world will always see that you are telling lies. I told you my documentary is all over the globe. Everything that I have written there is properly documented in the book. In that book, it is there from preamble to the brief summary, to the table of contents, to the conclusion, especially the recommendations. So you can see that even the House of Congress of the Philippines, the Senate, the Department of Foreign Affairs, the PhilConSA, Philippine Constitution Associations, they knew that I had been trying to talk to them humbly. But you are still adamant. You are still so hard-headed, because you have embraced the lie since 1936. I told you that I would want even to close the book. I want that at least we could embrace one another. The time for you to use the money of the Sultan, the property of Mindanao, is over. So I thereby recommend to all those people selling land in Maguindanao by the foreign entities to stop now, because the sovereign land has been returned to me in October 10, 2013. So all of you, the land belongs to the people, because that is the property of God. That belongs to the people that lives there. But they need the guidance, they need the leader, they need the way how to develop it. I have the money, because I know I can get the money of the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo together with the Raja Mamay. So now, as we say, that I never stop. Even in December, from September, you had been doing a lot of blockades to me. I can put that specifically from September 4, how you met in the house of our Professor Miswari. But I thank now Professor Miswari for talking direct to me that this is the time of true unification. So I do not want to be dealing all those negatives you have done, because I have already documented that and I have publicized that in the tribe media. So my ultimate goal for today is simple. That's why it is called the final standout of the Queen, because I have the things to implement the Mindanao Peace Economic Defense Treaty, which shall be signed in March 14, 2014. Again, my people, if you will not help me, then we will be losing more, because Abab is also tired of waiting for your freedom to choose the right path. So we will be facing a lot of terrible things like earthquake, like typhoons, like the waters that flooded the entire territory, which I do not want again, that Philippines will have that kind of experience wherein many lives has been lost. As a reminder that we humans destroyed the land, that we humans destroyed the environment because of the irresponsibility that we have, because of the irresponsible leaders for conniving to the wrong people that control Mindanao and Sulu up to Visayas, up to Luzon. So therefore, in 12-12-12, we entered the eye of the oil field in Tugal, Sultan Sabaronges, the land that has been entrusted to me by Sultan Pandala Pasandala. That is the eye of the oil field that even the satellite of Saudi Arabia, the satellite of America, the satellite of Japan, all the major satellites are focused to that oil deposit that all of you cannot deny. I hold that oil field. That's why I am publishing that all over the globe. So therefore, that is the reason why we have all the wars, all the chaos, because they do not want us to open our own oil field. But now, we can do that because of all the standoff they have, from Sabah standoff to Zamboanga standoff to Liguasan penetration, of killings, of propaganda, of all the things that have been doing just to black the truth. Now I can say that as the Queen of the Republic of the Philippines, of the Philippine Islands, I now stand up for the sake of my people, not only in Mindanao, in Sulu, in Sabah, Sarawak, but to the entire ASEAN nation and to the whole world, that the oil field is for the entire humanity. So therefore, all of you, claimant Sultan, all the padrinos, the godfathers of the claimant Sultan all over the globe, all of you that has been given the titles, so you must think now the repercussions. That's why I warned all the claimant Sultan who destroyed me, my moral standard, my moral integrity, my professional credibility. You do not know of who I am and what I have done. Even if I was not a queen then, I have helped Mindanao because I worked day and night. I labored. I spent my own professional payment, my own salary, just to help Mindanao. That's why I go back to you, my beloved Philippine President Benigno Aquino III. My 5 million since August 26, 2010 is now reaching to 1 billion. I need my 1 billion pesos or USD to be released from the Central Bank of the Philippines because I have now the mandate of the International Court of Justice together with His Royal Highness Ricky Nathaniel, the Supreme Judge of the Royal ICJ. So therefore, all of you in the United Nations, all of you in the Organization of Islamic Conference, I have with me the proof how you destroyed the truth, how you sponsored the evil deeds. So therefore, I am not anymore questioning, but I have been reminding you that my time has come. Today at exactly 12:01, I hold the truth that I am the Queen with the power from above, with the power from my people, with the power from my own combatants that have to protected Mindanao and Sulu with their lives, offering their own lives in protectiveness of Mindanao, of Sulu, of the oil field, and in the protection of their queen and their king. I have lost many lives from the day I have done my mission. I have to personally pray the soul, the man that you have killed for talking the truth, because he has been propagating that the true ones are indeed the King and Queen of Sulu. Not you, Pololon. Not you, Muhammad Fuad. Not you, Mudzoila El Kiram. Not you, claimant Sultan. You have been killing the truth. You have been killing the people who speak for the truth. I have another one, Dato Remigio Duque. My people in the banking institutions, I send him to you to tell you the 442 trillion inside BDO, that I need that money for the military rehabilitation program of all the armed groups. That is the money from the salary of the Sultan in the carpenter agreement that is already ballooned, and it is just frozen in all the banks, and all the money frozen by the Marcoses. You know that pretty well, that the president, former president, before he died, he has given the last will that all the money is entrusted, the LOI is entrusted to the Queen. So now I thereby ask all the queens of the Philippines, come now to the open, because you can still never get the money because of the power that you do not hold Mindanao, you do not hold Sulu, you do not own the oil, because I own the oil, not for me, but I am the owner, because God gave me that power, my people give that power, because I know how to serve my people with the basis of equality. Equal rights to all race and color, whatever tribes you belong. You may be Ilonggo, you may be Ilocano, you may be a Maguindanao at Tausu. I am not for a group. I am for the entirety of the human beings inside my territory. So this is my priority, the development of Mindanao, the massive infrastructures development, the livelihood program, the aquaculture, the road constructions, the mining. All of this has been already designed by my people in the University of the Philippines. Unknown to you, I have so many interconnectivity. I have a lot of interconnections, not only in the business, but also in the military, but also in the business world we're in. All of these structures designed by the International Court of Justice, wherein we put the Royal ICJ as the umbrella of the Mindanao peace, defense, economic development, of which prior to that we are giving you again 90 days to prepare all the top leaders for the signing on March 14, 2014. I wish to thank my nene, my ancestors, for guiding me. I know I have done too much, as they say, but for me, I have not done much because I have more to do much for my people. As you can see nowadays, I know that right now, the people of the world witness. I do not want to be crying anymore because I have to save my energy to think from tomorrow until the day that we have to fix and really to let our people survive and have their lives put back to them. When I say lives put back to them, it means that they have no more fear that they could be killed anytime. We want peace, we want order, and we want development. So therefore, the Sultan of Maguindanao reported to me that the people of Maguindanao was so happy yesterday. The armed groups, you say, in all my gatherings, no one has ever manifested their bullets, their guns, because they want me. They respect me, that the Queen does not want to show their armaments just to put their arrogance. No, I want my people to be armless, but they have to preserve their arms for eventuality that they are going to be penetrated by the other armed groups used by the politicians. So therefore, I thank Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan and the Lumindas by Saipen, by Geds, by Lori, and our guest, Dato John Epperson, an American pastor who traveled all the way from Butuan City just to be with the oil field, because I tasked him, I appointed him as the ambassador to the United Nations. He is an American, yes, but I need people. I would rather go to a foreign people with a heart for the poor than a Filipino people, talented, but will sell me because they want to own the oil field. So therefore, as I've been saying to you, it's time that you join me, because what I'm doing is not for me, but for the entirety of humanity. I thank the Cotabato station for showing right away with my Ama Ali, Sharif Usman, Dato Ismail Ali. I salute you, my old man, 111 years old, for being with me through thick and thin, for guiding me from the day that I needed him most, though I have run away for many times, but he was so patient enough, trying to let me know that one day soon you will know why I am protecting you. Ama Ali with his daughter, Bay Alma, with his wife, Ama Ina, Norma, the blood of the Ampatuan, the blood of Matalams, didn't know of who we are. Dato Rajak, the children, Pau, all of you, as I told you, just wait. If ever I cannot help you financially, because every penny that I have, I give it to the movement, that sometimes I have to pity the Sultan, Raja Mamay, because I have been asking him, please do not spend the money, because I have to consolidate the money for the eventuality that I need a movement. So I thank the people, my sponsors, silently supporting me this time. I know that your support has reached them, although I have not given that much. At least we know that they were able to transport themselves to the stations. Others walked days and nights. Others slept in the terminals just to listen to what I say yesterday. So I thank Palimbang, that is very far from General Santos City, Sultan Abdullah Intik. You have seen that there are many of them, but the rest doesn't want still to have the photos, because they are really strong men of the armed groups that protect the oil field up to Palimbang. So you can just imagine, I have silent support from all sides, but those in the government still despise me, still laugh at me, still belittled me, because they said, I am just the poor girl running in the street, riding in the tricycle, riding in the horseback, riding in the so-called, bangka, the small boat. But they didn't know that out of that small things, indeed, I am the queen. I have to be with my people as they are. How could I go there with all the golds, with all the paraphernalias? They could have kidnapped me, although I have already suffered the attempts of ambush, the attempts of kidnap, frame-up, killings, assassinations. But I survived, because I know God will always protect me to do my job up to I fulfill the whole success, wherein I could finally say that Mindanao is safe and the people are safe. I also have to thank our people in Sulu, the sheriffs that convene in Indanan, Sulu, the lost kingdom, the lost palace of Sraja Anang Pasan, the Bahay Puti, the White Palace that has been destroyed for many years.
They had been there, and I thank Sharif Abdul Fatah, Pa Asgali, the true Pulalon, the blood of the Sharifs who are with me. I thank them because despite of the dangers, despite of the threats, they went to Sulu. And I thank my ancestor for giving me the grace that I need, the grace that saved Sarawak is now with me in the Sultan. So therefore, the miracle is that I have gotten what I want for the sake of my people and through the guidance of my ancestor. So whoever wants to claim the throne, pass through me, because I know who is the grandson, who is the true Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo that has been recognized even in 2009. I had been working silently, passing all the tests, facing all the dangers. I never had the time to complain either, because I have to follow the mandate of our God the Father. I thank you, Sister Sally Inson, my Queen Counsel, that in moments that I need an SOS, you are always around. Despite of the distance that we have, you are really a sister to me. Now go to the bishops. You are a religious together with Sister Floricilia. It's time. My religious bishops in the Philippines, nothing to hold back. I am still Sister Helen, whom you cared and loved. I may be now practicing other faith, but there is no difference. We have the same God. We have the same people being served. Our mission is for the poor. We have the same essential mission to be with the poor. So I ask you now, the bishops of Sarawak, the bishop of Sabah, the bishop of Brunei, the bishops of Indonesia, the bishop of Kuala Lumpur, and the bishop of Singapore, the bishop of the Philippines, to be one in protecting our Christian brothers. We have to go beyond the boundaries of religion. We have to go beyond the races. We have to go beyond the status, the economic life, rather, of the poor is really now the bad thing, because they are the suppressed and oppressed people of the world. No one has ever did to do this to the poor. I am doing this so that you will follow me. Go beyond the strength that you have now. You have more than enough to share to the poor. So I ask you now to be with me. Serve the poor right, so that the humanity will again enjoy the universal brotherhood that our Almighty Father, our God, our Allah wants us to have now in this birth. I thank the people that have helped me, the people who blocked me, the people who blinded me, the people who even destroyed my moral integrity, but I still have to thank you, because without those, I never had the strength now to be able to reach this far. I have to face all of those trials and tribulations. Now, you can see that all of this, the Sharif Abu Bakar's, Sharif Omra, Sharif Jabiri, Kaka Kamri, Kaka Nasser, wherever you are, Nasser Amiruddin, the Deputy Sultan of Region 10, 11, and 13, with the Queen of the Jungle, who also posted today that what transpired to them, that the datos, the chieftains, traveled in far places, talked to us yesterday. Nanay, please protect all the hidden wealth entrusted to you. Do not let those people just come to you and get the documents and they earn money outside because you trusted them. And still, they did not give what belongs to us. So we will be needing that. All the bankers from Jakarta 1 to 10, that is intact. And we know we could use that. All the minerals all over, we have the way to do it. So this is now the time that the Mindanao and Sulu will rise again. As we say, Mindanao is still part of the Philippines, so Philippines shall be great again, as conceived and designed by the International Court of Justice. So from now on, we believe and we know that what I have done is with a basis. I would like to give a special thank you to the chairman of the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighter, Ustad Samirilong Bracato. I salute you for protecting the oil field. They have put your lives into severe danger. But I owed you, though we do not have time to be meeting each other. But I want you to talk to Professor Nor Miswari, to Ustads Ibrahim Murad, and to Chairman Muhammad Abu Bakar of the National Liberation Front. It's time that you have to come into one because all your people have supported me as their queen. Of course, as the queen, it is always partnered with our king. But since the Queen of the Philippines is the one authorized to move forward, so I have to lead now as the Governor General, whatever it may be. But I do not need the sword just to put power, but I need a clean heart and a good wisdom to help direct my people. So right now, I know that the world listens to me. I have to thank personally our Raja Mamay, the grandson, for sometimes crying because out of his impatience, he uttered words, but not the way he wanted to speak out. He is also tired, as I am tired. We are restless because of you people. We want to help you. We do not want that more problems succumb by the Philippine government. This has to be talked about now. That's why I am sending the Prime Minister Jose Enrico, the one that we appointed, because he is the same Prime Minister of the spiritual government. I appeal to you, Attorney Serapio. You know that you are always with me. Without you also, I was not able to reach the goal of finding the truth. Your blockage is always a positive impact to me because from you I was able to see the light of truth and justice. I thank you, Madam Imelda Marcos, PGMA Gloria Arroyo, especially now, time has come that even Sultan knows where he is at this point in time. So all of you politicians controlling Sulu, it is over. I have already made my final standout today at exactly 12:01. I am in control because the people believes in me as their queen. My ancestors asked me to do this because they have faith in me as I have faith in God. Now, at this point, can you still afford to laugh at me? Seeing the proof how people come to me asking for help? Can you still afford to block me, destroy me and the Raja? I guess that alone is a very strong word for you to answer also. If you have the conscience, if you use the faith of being a Catholic, you people that bringing Rokaya Akdal, Arturo Sipanal to the banking institutions, scamming Attorney Sugilon, it is over. I know the game of the finance group all over the globe. Please stop. You have destroyed me more than enough. You have destroyed and ruined my reputation. You are a lawyer, but that is over. No one can escape me because I have my people in the finance group telling me the truth. But it's still the same. I thank you for destroying me. All of you that destroyed me, the group that I have trusted, Danilo Largo, Ferma Usman, Danny Macalaw, all of you, Romina Pindaton, Baikan Rajaboyan, Farida Amino, Major Pangilayan, I trusted you, even Papa Sumimba, all of you, Ustads Ali, I tried to develop you to help your people, to help our people, but you sold me to Malacanang. That's why framework has been moving on with Malaysia. But you didn't know that despite of your threatening actions, your messages that are below the belt, that sometimes I just have to cry it out. But I still thank you, because all of this is still part of the game. If not for you also, I was not able to block the Sabah standout and the Zamboanga standout. Because this is a game. The game that is rooted in greed for power and greed for money. It is over. Now, therefore, all of you that sponsored the framework, it is also over because the sovereign land is with me and the Raja of Sulu and North Borneo. We are not getting it back because we want it, but because it is part of the treaty that has been signed in 1963 in September 16. That is called Mapilindo. So my forefathers has been giving treaties from Spain up to this time. But since they are not here anymore, as the heirs and successors together with Raja Mamay, we are going to give that to you. We are the royal ICJ. We are the royal couple to help fix not only Mindanao, but the entire world. Now say to you, I am not arrogant, I am not conceited, but I have the proof because I have shown to you yesterday how the people hunger for truth and justice, of which you media being paid, blocking me, trying to distort the truth. You are being paid. Why? Can't you not at least give a chance to the truth? That since 1936 you have been distorting the truth. We know so much, that's why you want us to be silenced. We know too much because we need this also to save our people. We know too much because God wanted me to know what is the hidden truth and what is the justice to be served. That's why the ICJ give me that opportunity to be the royal sovereign judge of Sulu and North Borneo, together with Raja Mamay, Raja Muhammad Gamar Mamay Hassan Abdul Raja, and gave me that opportunity to be the one in charge of the Philippine Islands. So therefore, I wish to thank you all throughout the world, Filipinos, the OFW, those that are attacking me, those that has no manners, please stop, because I have the proof as the queen. I am not declaring myself all alone. I am not a self-proclaimed, for God's sake. I have the authority because I know that my people respected me as the queen. And I have done enough to prove to the world that indeed I am the queen of the Philippine Islands, together with the Raja, who is the sovereign judge, also of Sulu and North Borneo. I have spoken to all of you many times in the YouTube, but you took for granted. But now, I could say to you, I am not going to be less now in my wordings, but I would say to you, enough is enough. I am still the queen, and I hold the oil field that the world is seeking for, that even 300 years will not be consumed. I thank you. I thank the people who listened to me, and I still have to thank everyone for all those people that I failed to mention. You are all in my heart. You are all part of me, but you have also to consider that my mind is also tired to be acknowledging each one of you. But there are people that does not want to be mentioned, but they are part of the mission. Thank you very much. Good night and good morning to everyone.